Hello everybody, welcome back to this channel, I guess is what you call it, of absolutely nothing, where it's a fun spot to talk about nothing and with no professionalism going on here whatsoever. Clearly, there's light, no makeup, no filters. Threw my hair up today. I got my hair done yesterday. I haven't had my hair done in like a really long time, and since I moved here, my daughter got her hair done last week at this cute little salon, and then I had my appointment yesterday. 4 hours. 4 hours this poor girl had to deal with my hair. Super sweet girl. Her name was Bree, and actually have her card. And she was, I don't know, she was good at talking for 4 hours. Props off to that. She kept me entertained. But I had like a lot of gray hair, and my hair's been breaking off a lot. I think it's just because of the stress and everything. My hair's been, so it was kind of like a mess. And I have dark hair, and I don't want dark hair. That's like years ago. I tried to do the, I guess they call it the peekaboo, where they kind of like just make it here. Tried to do like a dark violet purple. Well, the hairdresser I had in Maine, God love her, ended up turning my hair like black. So I kind of just went for the dark look for years. So I'm ready to come out of the darkness. And so you can't tell because I don't use professional lighting, but she like foiled my whole head and did something and then did something and then worked a miracle and first got all my gray out. And I absolutely hate red hair on me. I hate red hair on me. It works for other people. I just don't like it on me. She got that out, and she got my hair to like lighter. I'm just like, oh my God, you did it. It's not blonde. I mean, like, I just want, you cannot, maybe, no. You can't, maybe I'll do a day video or something. Husband works night, so this is my free time. So yeah, she like worked a miracle. The only problem I'm having, and it's nothing she did, is like, I think just from all the chemical and everything that happened, my hair feels like straw. And I'm guessing, I Googled it online. It wasn't, I'm not like complaining. It's probably from, and it'll take a couple days. So I was like Googling like hair feels like straw after chemicals, you know, what to do. And so I went and got some stuff, and I'll try it tomorrow to kind of, maybe it's moisturize my hair. I don't know. I'm not a hairdresser. I don't know the right words. And I probably even bought the wrong stuff I shouldn't have bought, but whatever. I'm going to try it. So, but yeah, it was 4 hours. And she fixed my hair because my hair was all weird lens. It falls out. So she worked a miracle, and I'm pleased with it. And I'm surprised that it didn't cost more than I thought it would. So God love her. She's a good kid. She knows what she's doing. She had more confidence in it than I did. So I'm like, there's no way this is going to work, because there's a lot of box dye in here, which I know is bad, but whatever. So we are down to the wire. 4 days before we leave for Hawaii. Do I have everything? I think so. I do have to do a couple little things online. I'm actually looking for like an underwater camera to use, which I gotta find one like now so I can order it in time before we leave. But I procrastinate, so I'll either not get one or I'll get it like very last minute. So we'll see about that. But yep, and then yeah, our flight leaves Sunday at 7 a.m. And then we have one stop in Dallas for like 2 hours. And then right from Dallas is a straight shot to Maui. I think we're on the plane for like 8 hours, I think it is. So that should be fun. 8 hours. American Airlines. Right in Maui. And we get into Maui at like 2:30, which will be 6 hour difference. So it'll be 8:30 East Coast time. So that's like a 13.5 hour day of traveling. Yeah, we did it last year. It was actually longer last year, so it's fine. Just like I threw my back out 2 days ago, and or maybe it was 3 or 4 days ago. And going in the pool has helped. Sitting in that chair for 4 hours, getting my hair done did not help. And sitting on a plane for 8 hours is not going to help. So I am fingers crossed that I'll just snap out of this by then. But, oh, update on those who actually followed the second video I created on these bad boys. Don't waste your money. I mean, I get the idea, and they probably do work. And it says it's waterproof, but like the second I did dishes, they started like coming off. And I can see that if they were left on for like more than a day or two, they probably would work. The cat's coming in to visit. But and it says you can actually last up to 7 days. I did dishes and they were falling off. So, I was like, well, you know what it's doing? It's like keeping moisture and healing it from the inside out. I'm like, why don't I just put Vaseline on it? So, because that's like, and I feel like I should have known this stuff. And I'm 42 and I don't know. And I feel like this is stuff like you 20-year-olds probably know. Yeah, put Vaseline on it and kept like putting it on one night when I was up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. So every few hours I kept putting on because my hands were dry. So it was absorbing it real quick anyway on my blister. By morning, it was like 70% less. I'm like, I probably should have known this already. And I didn't. There's so much I don't know that I should already, like, I left Walmart today. And I have to stay away from that Walmart. There's a Walmart in this area that is, I don't know. I mean, I get it at Walmart. Like the people of Walmart, I get it. But this one is, and the girl next door, she's like, well, there's one in this town. It's like 20 minutes away. I was like, I don't feel like going. I just need a couple of things. I will go 20 minutes out of my way from now on. But we were leaving Walmart. And the guy in front of us, the lady was like checking receipts. And the guy in front of us takes his receipts and like waves it like this in the lady's face. And you can tell she's like, she's like, just go. I did self-checkout. I had like cat litter, a case of cat food, and I bought a couple of like floor mats, and I didn't have them in bags. So I'm like, well, I don't have stuff in bags, so they probably want to check. Fair enough, just doing her job. And I gave her my receipts. I have no idea where I was going with this story. None. Oh, things I don't know. Okay. So, yeah. So I give her my receipt, whatever. And I get back to the car and we're telling my daughter about it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And she's like, well, why? And I'm like, well, they do it because if you don't have stuff in bags, you want to make sure that you scan those items. And my husband's like, well, they also will do it because they check the time on the receipt to see if it's like right now or like within a minute or two. So that way you don't just grab like a random receipt and say here and then leave the store. I was like, I never thought of that. I'm like, that makes sense. Like say if you just like have a receipt from when you were there before and just filled your cart, put stuff in bags, like maybe you brought your own bags or whatever and left, and like they see that it was like for a different date, different time, they'd be like, oh yeah, you stole all this. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I should have already known that. And I didn't. Did anybody else know that? Because I didn't. I felt like I knew a lot of stuff until I was with my husband now. And I'm like, man, he knows so much. And I thought I knew so much. I don't know nothing. Just common sense things. And it's like, and he's really good about like, he doesn't make me feel like embarrassed or stupid or anything. Like, I'll ask him I'm like, he'll say like words. I'm like, I don't know what that means. And he'll explain it to me. He's not like, oh my God, you don't? No, he's totally fine. I thought I was smart. I'm not. I'm far from it. Now y'all got me double checking my flight. Oh, we're talking about it. That's not my flight. It's my niece's flight. So the only family member that's come to visit us is my niece since we've moved here. I flew my daughter to Maine to visit with her father around 4th of July, and my niece flew her back home and stayed with us for a couple days. My mom says she's coming for Christmas, but she insists on taking the train. Okay, you're like 70 something years old and you want to take a train. So I'm kind of hoping that I can maybe talk her into her little companion friend coming with her, because I don't think she should be traveling alone. The train says like she has to like take a bus from like Bangor, Maine to Boston, and then from Boston to here. And I'm just like, that's 17 hours. or you could get on a flight in Bangor and be here in an hour and a half. And I know she's not afraid of flying because she's flown before, but I was like, whatever. I have learned as I gotten older that I just, whatever. I used to butt my nose in a lot with my family's business and have a lot of judgment and kind of tell them what to do or tell them what they weren't doing right. But not anymore. I got lighter, didn't it? I mind my own business. So I see things, I hear things going on, and just mind my own business. So, but what else is there? I mean, like these YouTube channels, like y'all just talk about your days and what's going on, and people watch it and they comment and then they love you. And I'm just like, I am not, and they don't, I guess maybe I'm just not interesting. So I don't have anything else. Has anybody been to Hawaii? Can give me any tips? Anybody? Look at this, like what's going on here? I don't even know. I mean, we went last year, but like I said, it was more of just sitting back, taking it in, like just like we're in Hawaii, but now we're like gonna go in and explore. I still have to make my list, so it should be fun. We just moved into this home the weekend of 4th of July, and yeah, it's convenient. My daughter was up in Maine the day like we closed and moved in, so she like completely got out of like having to help move. So she was pretty smart. But we ended up hiring some movers, so it kind of helped because the apartment we were staying at was on the 3rd floor. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, 3rd floor, because it comes with a little den area for me to had an office to work in. So where my husband works nights, because that's how we got down here. He took a night shift. Now he'll be moving to days, hopefully next month. And I needed a quiet place to work. That reminds me, I gotta check his thing. I'm telling you, our husbands probably have no idea. I should be like CEO of Logistic Meyer Family or something. Sorry, it's lagging. But so yeah, and the only way they offer that is up on the 3rd floor. He called out sick the other night because he just needed sleep. Like he was just, the night shift is still kicking his butt. And it never recorded it. So whatever. But who cares? I was like, if you don't get paid, who cares? Like, we're fine. We don't need it's fine if we lose 8 hours of pay. We'll be all right. Don't worry about it. But, funny story. Okay, I do have a story to tell. So, back in 2019, we leased a Ford truck. We were living in Maine. Got a truck. We needed it because at the time, we do a lot of landscaping stuff, and where I was living, we had to take our own trash to the dump, and so and it's Maine. It makes sense to have a truck. So we got one of those brand new Ford Rangers. They're cute, whatever. I mean, I don't need a big F-150 Lariat or Platinum, which I had before with my ex, and it's just for looks and a lot of money. So we got the Ranger, and we leased it just so we could have a nice little payment. We were going to buy it out anyway after 2 years, but we were going to lease it. Why doesn't this happen? Probably because my hair's up. But so we leased it for 2 years, and our payment's $230, and we put some money down. And 2 years comes up, and it was COVID time, and we got this offer in the email that said, due to shortages of vehicles and making them, because they might not have a vehicle for us to either. I mean, they don't know that we're going to buy it out, so they just assume we're going to trade it in and buy something, or lease something else, or buy something. So because of the shortages, we're offering a extension on your lease, blah blah blah. So we're like, well, we were going to buy it anyway, so why not just take the extension and keep the payments low for another year? Who cares, right? So we did it. So we had it for another year for $230. So it's 3 years. So the lease was up 3 days ago, where we were gonna have to buy it out. And we started to do the thing online. I was like, oh look, it looks, you can click the button for a lease and extension. And I'm like, I mean, why? If they say no, they say no. It's worth trying, right? So we did it. And they get this email that says, we need to ask you some more details, please call us at this number. It's Ford Credit. And I called him today, which is in my husband's name, but because of his awkward name, nobody questions it. I called for him. And I was like, the lady literally just said, how long do you want to extend it and why? And I had already thought of my reason. And I'm probably, whatever, pass judgment on me for probably telling a little white lie, but they didn't check. So if you need to extend your lease, apparently this will work. I said, well, you guys, it had drop down box, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, so I obviously wanted as many as I can get. So I'm like, well, I would love to have 6 months. And I said, the reason why, I lied, but whatever. I mean, she don't care. I said, because I am in the process of purchasing a home and have been advised by my lender not to purchase anything, take out any loans, or get any, or apply for any credit cards. And she's like, and she wasn't very friendly on the phone, so I didn't think it was going to get it, or even like 6 months. She's like, okay, so just so you know, this is going to be the last extension you get, and then you're either going to have to buy it out or you're going to have to trade it in. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm getting another 6 months. So that's awesome, just to keep it, you know, because it's a truck. I think if we bought it out right now, it was going to be at $26,000 because of everything we put on it, plus the past, I've never had a lease before, so I think that's what we're gonna have to do. So yeah, just like that, like another 6 months. So I lied, well, whatever, but it was just to keep the money down. So whatever, try it if you ever try it. For credit, if you whatever. There's my advice for the day. I've rambled enough. I won't keep you guys anymore. Tell me if you hate me, tell me if you like me, tell me if you want to continue, tell me what else you'd like to see. Like I said in my last videos, me and my husband both work for the post office. I work for a big box company that I'm sure you all have probably placed one order from at least this week. So if you have any questions about that stuff, if you're having a trouble with a particular order or a particular post op or something, certainly can offer a lot of advice about that because we have a lot of experience. I do a couple side hustles, Amazon Associates, KDP. I am by no means as good as those people you're going to find on YouTube, but my husband just texted me. He goes, I miss you so much. I'm on lunch now. Oh, he's on his lunch break. It's 12:15 in the morning. I can't really like teach you, but I can certainly like explain it to you like a 5-year-old because that's how I understand things. So reach out, send me a message, tell me where you're from, tell me if you've been to Hawaii, what island, what you did, what you recommend, what you don't recommend, and be safe out there. Keep your hands to yourself, you know, the normal good stuff. I'm not going to read that message to you guys. It's probably not YouTube appropriate, but he's cute. Love him. So I'll see you guys soon. You all have a good night.